Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. The latent power within a person does not come from external things, but from the ability to overcome oneself. But what holds us back from doing this? A series of habits, unnoticed, are silently eroding our mental and physical strength. In fact, each of these habits not only weakens our health, but also diminishes our ability to live a full and meaningful life. Could it be that these seemingly harmless habits are the ones holding back your progress? Imagine a life without procrastination, without seeking validation from others, and free from negative emotions. How can this change happen? The answer lies in the principles of Stoicism, a philosophy that helps people discover inner peace and strength. Real change begins when we face the bad habits we've never noticed. Today, we will explore how to eliminate the 8 weak habits that are preventing you from getting closer to a life of freedom, strength, and meaning. 1. Procrastination. Procrastination is not only about missing opportunities, but also one of the main factors that keep us away from personal development. When procrastinating, we don't just waste time, but also create a bundle of guilt and anxiety, preventing us from focusing on important goals. But what is really happening in our minds when we procrastinate? It's a natural defense mechanism where the fear of failure or imperfection holds us back from taking action. However, nothing makes us feel weaker and more powerless than not confronting a challenge right from the start. According to Stoicism, procrastination is not just a bad habit, but a loss of control over one's life and emotions. In Stoic philosophy, everything we do should aim at cultivating virtue and self-discipline. Procrastination prevents us from acting immediately and diminishes our capacity to grow intellectually and emotionally. Practicing Stoicism helps us change our perspective on procrastination. Instead of waiting for perfection, a Stoic understands that taking action right now is the only way to improve oneself. The key is not to let fear or anxiety take control, but to view each task as an opportunity to develop wisdom and virtue. Procrastination will no longer be a barrier, but just a small step on the path toward achieving goals and finding inner peace. 2. Avoiding challenges. Avoiding challenges, though a natural response when facing uncertainty or difficulty, is precisely what prevents us from reaching our highest potential. Every time we avoid a challenge, we are actually rejecting the opportunity to strengthen our character, intellect, and virtue. The short-term comfort of avoiding a challenge makes us feel safe, but over time, it weakens us and reduces our ability to face difficulties in the future. According to Stoicism, challenges are an essential part of life. It is through hardships that people grow and mature. Stoics never shy away from difficult situations. Instead, they confront and overcome them with reason and calmness. Stoics understand that life is not always easy, but within these challenges, they find opportunities to test and reinforce qualities such as patience, courage, and perseverance. When we avoid challenges, we are limiting ourselves and drifting away from the path of growth. On the other hand, when we face and address challenges, each step is an opportunity to learn, to become stronger and more resilient. This action not only helps us overcome difficulties, but also brings inner peace, as we know that no matter the outcome, confronting and dealing with challenges is in line with the teachings of Stoicism. 3. Negative thinking. Negative thinking is not just a habit, it is an invisible wall that blocks personal growth. When we remain immersed in negative thoughts, we gradually lose the ability to recognize opportunities, appreciate our own value, and notice the good things around us. Feelings of failure, lack of confidence, and endless worry haunt our minds, causing us to lose our way in our own lives. According to Stoicism, negative thinking is not the result of circumstances, but rather how we evaluate and react to those circumstances. Stoics believe that external events are just objective occurrences, and it is only our reactions that determine our feelings and actions. Negative thinking arises from faulty judgments, making us feel like we cannot change our circumstances or ourselves. To overcome negative thinking, Stoicism teaches that we must learn to adjust our perceptions and reactions. The important thing is not what happens, but how we choose to respond. When we stop viewing every issue through a pessimistic lens, we begin to see that every situation offers a lesson and an opportunity to become better. Rather than focusing on what cannot be changed, We should look at what can be controlled and find ways to act rationally and calmly. This approach not only helps us break free from the cycle of negativity, but also strengthens our spirit, making us resilient and ready to face any challenges life throws our way. 4. Excessive pursuit of materialism. In a world full of material temptations, money, cars, houses, and jewelry are often seen as measures of success. However, when we become obsessed with chasing these things, we easily fall into the trap of greed and never feel satisfied. This not only reduces our sense of fulfillment, but also hinders spiritual growth. According to Stoicism, happiness does not come from material things. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, once said that happiness does not lie in wealth, but in how we perceive and use what we have. Material possessions may bring temporary satisfaction, but they are fleeting and easily lost. Chasing after material goods makes it easy to forget more lasting values, such as genuine relationships and personal growth. Stoicism encourages us to focus on inner virtues such as patience, self-control, and wisdom. When we are not driven by material desires, we can live freely, finding contentment in simple, natural things. Life is not a race for wealth, but a journey of self-mastery and living according to Stoic values. By reassessing what truly matters, we can find peace in each moment and no longer be imprisoned by things beyond our control. What we truly possess is the freedom of the mind, not material goods. 5. The pursuit of external validation. We live in a world where validation from others seems to be the key factor in determining our self-worth. Likes, shares, and compliments can make us feel that our existence has meaning. However, when our happiness and self-confidence depend on the acceptance of others, we easily fall into the trap of self-control issues and insecurity. In Stoicism, the view on self-worth is clear. Self-worth is not measured through the eyes of others, but through inner virtues. Every action, every decision should come from within, from self-awareness and belief in the values we are pursuing, not for the approval of the outside world. Chasing external validation is like chasing shadows. We cannot control how others perceive us, and seeking external approval only weakens us, making us more vulnerable and losing sight of who we truly are. Stoicism teaches that when we rely on others to feel valuable, we become dependent on external factors, easily hurt by criticism. To find true freedom, focus on developing virtues like wisdom, courage, justice, and self-control. Assess your worth through what you do, not through the eyes of others. Only then can you live a life of true freedom and inner peace. 6. Inability to cope with negative emotions. Negative emotions like anger, anxiety, or fear can dominate our thoughts and actions. When we don't know how to control them, these emotions not only reduce the quality of our lives, but also negatively impact our relationships and careers. We become quick-tempered, act impulsively, and make poor decisions. Stoicism teaches that negative emotions are not natural and uncontrollable reactions, but the result of flawed thinking and misjudgments. Stoic philosophers, like Epictetus, pointed out, we cannot control the events that happen, but we can control how we respond to them. This means that while we cannot stop feeling negative emotions, we can absolutely choose how to react to them. Practicing self-awareness is a powerful tool in mastering our emotions. When feeling angry or stressed, take a moment to pause, examine the root cause of those feelings, and ask yourself, is this a reasonable reaction? Facing emotions calmly and analyzing them through the lens of reason will help minimize their negative impact. Learning to cultivate patience, wisdom, and self-control not only helps reduce the impact of negative emotions, but also helps build a resilient spirit and strong inner life. When we can maintain calm in the face of adversity, we become freer and stronger than ever before. 7. Neglecting the care of others. When we become too focused on ourselves and our own lives, we easily overlook the care and attention of others. This not only dulls our relationships, but also creates isolation, making us feel increasingly distant from those around us. In fact, when we fail to recognize the needs and emotions of others, we are unintentionally harming ourselves. Stoicism emphasizes that we cannot live a full and meaningful life if we do not learn to treat others with kindness. Stoics see each person as part of a larger community, and human relationships are one of the key elements in building a meaningful life. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once wrote, "Human beings are part of the universe, and doing good for others is what human nature demands." By extending compassion, showing care and concern for others, we not only benefit them but also enrich ourselves. Understanding and respecting others is not only a way to build lasting relationships, but also a path to inner peace. When we take the time to listen, share, and support those around us, we feel the power of love and connection. This is not done to seek rewards, but rather to live according to Stoic principles, to live in harmony and support the community. 8. Living in the past. We often live in the past, not because we want to, but because of regret, guilt, or even nostalgia for moments that have passed. However, when we become too immersed in the past, we unknowingly lose the opportunity to live fully in the present and create a better future. The feeling of being stuck in old memories or past mistakes not only hinders personal growth, but also weakens our ability to apply Stoic principles to life. Stoicism teaches us an important principle: we cannot change the past, and living in it only causes us to miss out on the opportunity to change and grow in the present. Stoics believe that each day is a new opportunity to improve ourselves, to act and think rightly, and to build a meaningful life. Seneca once said, "We do not live for the days that have passed, but for the days that remain." When we allow the past to dominate us, we overlook valuable opportunities right before us. Instead of drowning in sorrow for what's already gone, we should focus on the present moment and take action. The Stoic ideal is not to forget the past, to accept it, learn from it, and continue our journey. By understanding that each moment is unique and cannot be relived, we can live fully, incorporating lessons from the past to improve ourselves and achieve our goals for the future. Let the past be a part of who you are, but do not let it control or overshadow your present and future. These bad habits may not be anything unfamiliar, but have we truly recognized the extent of their impact on our lives? Once we understand the negative effects, each of us can start making changes today. The Stoic philosophy may not be an easy path, but it will help us overcome the habits that hinder our growth and move toward a more meaningful life. If you find these insights helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with those around you. Every small change can have a big impact on your life and the lives of others. Make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss the upcoming videos, where we'll explore more ways to live stronger, wiser, and freer. Thank you for watching, and continue your journey of exploring Stoicism with us.